If your ex broke up with you and they were insisting that they needed to go work on their mental health separate from you, but it was really confusing to you because at the same time you could see that they were reluctant about the decision or unsure or maybe even sad about it. Okay, if that was your situation, watch this video. Hey, what's up? I'm Coach Benny, and I help people get their exes back. And before I did this, I was a dating coach for about 5 years. And during that time, I had to pay really close attention to how to create attraction in other people. Now, when you're getting mixed signals from your ex at the time of the breakup, which can be coupled with oftentimes a breakup that's happening out of the blue that you didn't even see coming, okay, this can be really confusing because you don't understand where they're coming from. You're thinking, look, if this is really a hard decision for you and you're not sure if it's the right one, like, why don't we just stay together? If you're struggling with something, I'll help you and we can teamwork this situation. And when you start saying things like that, they are absolutely resistant. They say, no, right now, I don't want you to wait, but I'm sure that right now we have to go our separate ways. I need to focus on myself. I need to focus on my mental health. I'm not happy. I'm not doing well right now. I can't give you what you need. They're going to say all these things. And they're going to be absolutely insistent that you split up. Now, what's happening here is that your ex doesn't know how to communicate and cooperate. And number one, that's why they're breaking up with you out of the blue, if that's what happened to you, because they didn't know how to address things as they came up throughout the relationship. And the second thing is they're overwhelmed and they don't know how to get their needs met in the relationship. So, because they avoid conflict. And so they're escaping that burden of the relationship that they don't know how to get their needs met within. And at the end of the day, this is like a freeing up of bandwidth. A lot of times this coincides with people pleasing because they're overwhelmed from having said yes to everybody else across the board, work, family, friends, that kind of thing. So it's not just you that they need to free up bandwidth for, but because everything else is also adding to the stress, and a lot of times life events will be adding to the stress as well. Maybe they're struggling with money or grandma dies or something like that. But all of this creates the perfect storm that makes them want to jettison their relationship. Now, how can somebody jettison their relationship, especially if they're struggling? Wouldn't you think that they just want help, from somebody else that cares about them? But the thing that explains this is the fact that your ex that's doing this was emotionally neglected or neglected in general in childhood, and they never really sought to rely on other people because the people that brought them into this world, the people that were closest to them, basically showed them that their feelings didn't matter and they weren't going to really be a resource for them anyway. And for that reason, your ex is hyper independent. They're only going to rely on themselves, and they're not really going to trust that you're going to be a permanent fixture in their life. Even if you've been showing up really well in the relationship, and even if you're telling them, professing your devotion, they still won't trust it internally. So if you're having this